I'm your friendly new media Mothman, Zach the Mothman Daggy, and welcome to another edition of Midnight Spookshow, your online source for all the horror news, reviews, and interviews that you can scream at. And this edition of Midnight Spookshow is all about George A. Romero's Survival of the Dead. Now, Survival of the Dead is the latest in the ever-growing line of zombie deads in the Of the Dead series. It all began back in the 60s with Night of the Living Dead, moved on to Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and a lot more of the Deads. George Romero has been at least the producer on these. He wrote all the originals, and this latest entry into the series is written by him as well. Now, it stars some lesser-named actors, as this is a direct-to-DVD release. It stars Alan Van Sprang, who was in the film Saw 3, as well as Shudder, and also stars Kenneth Welch, who made an appearance in The Fog and The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Now, the story is we're into the heart of the zombie apocalypse. It's been going on for a while, and most of the story takes place on an island. And it's an island just off the coast of the U.S. And there's two feuding families that have opposing views on what to do about the zombies. One thinks you need to kill them on sight. If you're infected, kill them. It's no use, they shouldn't become the monsters that roam the earth. But on the other hand, you also have an opposing view of don't kill them, keep them alive, keep them separate from everyone else. A cure might happen. And so it's an interesting concept, but it starts off early in the film. We lose it for a while as one of the people that's for killing the zombies is excommunicated off the island, and it's about him working his way back to the island to kill the guy that kicked him off. And the film has some good elements and a lot of bad. For starters, George Romero was wanting to go for more of a comedic, not very lighthearted, but dark humor version of the zombie genre. Doesn't really work for the most part. Comes off mainly as cheesy and not really funny. There are some excellent, very unique zombie kills, particularly with a flare gun. But like I said, it's too over the top. Doesn't cut it as a scary film. Also, the story doesn't seem to follow through very much. It continues the storyline brought up in Land of the Dead of zombies becoming smart. That they start repeating things that they did in life. In fact, in one of them, one of the main character's daughters is a horseback riding zombie. So she doesn't look decayed, she kind of still looks beautiful, and it's kind of this haunting, dead figure in the distance, eternally riding her horse on this island. It's very kind of poetic and good imagery, but they don't follow through. He doesn't seem all that sad about it, And so, like I said, it's a movie of a lot of good ideas that don't follow through. Another of which is kind of the heart of the, zombies are people too movement, is that the idea that if they can get them to start eating things other than people, maybe they can become human again. The problem with that story logic, because this is like the main theme behind the pro-zombie movement, is that they don't explain how, even if they started eating something besides humans, why they wouldn't still eat humans as well. I don't know. If on True Blood they explained it best of, if you could, all you could eat is Slim Fast, you think you're gonna stick to Slim Fast your entire life? So, like I said, it's a movie with interesting ideas that aren't followed through. I will say another really cool kind of element, because it does add interesting things to the zombie genre, is they introduce water zombies, which are basically these zombies that lurk just beneath the surface of the water, because, they don't have to breathe. And, they stand there, and if something jumps in the water, they can grab them. So, like I said, I think if you're a die-hard zombie fan, check out this movie. Otherwise, if you're just a general horror fan looking for a good horror movie, I'd skip it. Not great. In fact, I would say it's probably the worst of George Romero's movies, which is sad because he does some amazing films that are groundbreaking, especially for the zombie genre. So, I don't know. It's an okay movie, not great. So, like I said, if you're a diehard zombie fan, check it out. Otherwise, skip it. And, yeah. So, that's going to be about it. You can check out a trailer for Survival of the Living Dead over on my website at spookshow.tv. And until next time, Moss Maniacs, I'm your friendly new media Moss Man, advising them when watching great horror films, be sure to turn it up and turn out the lights. Cheers. This episode of Midnight Spook Show is made possible thanks to Pet Meds. Take care of your furry friends while having your pet's medications and supplies delivered straight to your door with petmeds.com/moth. And remember to add the /moth at the end. Save 10% off of your next order. And yes, indeed, Midnight Spook Show is proud to have Pet Meds as a paid affiliate.